Hi everyone. I actually don't do videos like this on this channel, but I think I'm gonna start. I'm out hiking and it's such a beautiful Saturday. I just thought it was kind of like I had like this revelation for me, because I got all the way to the top of the summit of this mountain and it was just so beautiful. I just remember sitting there and just feeling so at peace and just so relaxed that it made me think of something. And also, as I was going down, I was smiling at everybody I walked past, like the biggest cheesing, grinning smile I possibly could have made. And usually most days, even here, like I'm walking around with like plain kind of RBF face, and usually no one kind of says anything to me. I'm just kind of left to myself. And I remember doing like an experiment back in Cleveland, my hometown, and I remember I would just walk around and I would literally just smile at everyone. I would smile at everyone that I walked past, and I noticed that I just got so many different reactions. Okay, I had to come back to you guys. I found another trail. There's these group of like 70-year-old Japanese people. If you see them on the trail, you know the trail is good. I actually met them when I was first starting on the other trail, and they were sitting down about to start their hike. I finished my hike right when they were coming down, so I assume it's about the same pace for the other hike I went on. That one was more of a it had a lot of stairs to it, but I wouldn't call it a hike. This is a hike. As you can see, no people, just woods. This is a hike for me. So I'm glad. I had met this girl at this international meetup, and she also enjoyed hiking, and I couldn't find any good places to recommend, so now I'm definitely gonna recommend her this place. Back to what I was saying. Yeah, so the experiment I did was usually I kind of walk around with a more somber look on my face. I would say kind of like a RBF type of face. If you know, you know. And I wouldn't usually smile at people. So the experiment I did, even back home and here, was I would just smile and say hi to everyone I walk past. And somebody's like, that's just normal interaction. Like, that's just normal. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to pause on y'all. Y'all can't tell from the video how steep that actually is. Like, you literally can't tell how steep that is. But I had to come back to you guys again. Oh my goodness. Or I might just kind of take y'all with me. But what I was saying is, I got different reactions when I would be smiling and interacting with people versus just walking past them, kind of RBF face, not really interacting. And kind of doing that, I got more, I felt like I got a different type of reaction than I usually would, which is like obvious. People want to interact with people who areこんにちは. See, exactly what I was talking about. People want to interact with people who are sociable and who put themselves out there, And I know in Cleveland, which is the city I'm from, I don't socialize at all. Like, I'm more antisocial in my own city because a lot of times Cleveland, and what I would call it, is very much a survival city. When I say survival city, I mean a city that you're raised in, it builds you up, but you're gonna go through some crap. It's not meant for you to thrive in that city, at least not for some. there are a lot of people I know who love Cleveland. And I used to be one of those people. Till I realized that Cleveland for me was not. I'm gonna sit down and take a break. There's a bench right here. I'm gonna sit down, take a break. Y'all can see I'm gonna wipe my face off so I'm not sweaty. Okay, I'm back. I had to get my little handkerchief towel. Yes, what I was saying is Cleveland for me was a survival city. It was a place where I had to do what I had to do to make it to where I am now. That means, you know, don't walk around with a smile on your face, kind of look tough, looks kind of have a stone wall about you. Don't let too many people in because you don't know. I remember the last time, like, I openly tried to make a friend. It was this girl. She was really nice. She kind of started up a conversation with me in the grocery store, and I was like, oh my goodness, I just found a friend in the wild. No, she was recruiting me for an MLM. And I remember being so disappointed, and that was actually right before I left to go to Japan the second time. I was like, yeah, I think I'm good on this friend stuff. But I had something in my mouth. But for me, I would say that you get out what you put. You get back what you put out in life. In this world, I truly believe that if you want something, you have to put it out there that you want it. You don't necessarily have to post it online. You don't have to tell everybody and their mother about your goals, but you do have to be intentional. If you like for me, I chose today to be a sociable, outgoing person. I was talking to people, had a smile on my face. I started up conversations in Japanese. Like my Japanese isn't the best, but I can, ask questions. Like I can have simple questions, which is what I did. And I got smiles, we chuckled a little bit, when I left to go start my hike, they're like, oh, Kyotsuke, it means, be safe, have a good time, and I just feel so happy because I've been kind of feeling a little bit down living in Japan. As a black person living in Japan, I do experience racism here, and it's not just xenophobia. There is racism all over the world, and Japan is no exception. And I've just been kind of feeling a little down about that. But again, I always said this: for every one bad person I meet 5 good ones. And for every one bad person, I'm just waiting for those 5 people, and you never know who you might meet, because you just have to be open and kind of willing to receive that type of kindness and that type of love. I should say love from the world. That's gonna sound so corny. It's gonna sound so corny, but it is. We do kind of have love for each other as humans. At least I like to think. We have some level of care for one another, and I do like to experience that. I truly do. But I also have to be honest with myself. Like, no one wants to come up and approach someone who was like walking around head down, mask on. Like, no one wants to approach someone like that. And you just got to be honest with yourself. And I have to be honest with myself. Like, if I want to make friends here, if I want to be outgoing, if I want to make something of myself, then I have to be more open and willing to put myself out there. Like, that's kind of, for me, what's holding me back is that mindset that I had in Cleveland, again, which is just a survival mindset. Being in a survival mindset, you're not thinking about making friends. You're not thinking about building community. You're not thinking about making connections with people. You're thinking about, okay, I gotta keep this person on a leash, on a tight leash, and keep them at a distance. I can't be making friends with everybody. I can't be going around, kind of putting myself out there, because what if I get hurt? What if I get taken advantage of? What if this happens? And really, that type of mindset only hinders you and holds you back in life. For me, what I realized sitting on top of that mountain is that when I was living in Cleveland, I was living to survive. And as I'm living here in Japan, I'm living to thrive. And I'm right now, I'm in the transition between survival mindset and thriving building mindset. And that's a hard place to be, because having to unlearn what literally my whole life was, which was survival and just getting by and making it, to what I want it to be now, which is thriving, building community, making connections, being outgoing, being outspoken about what I want, and putting myself out there. It's gonna take some risk. It's gonna take risk, and it's gonna take time for me to build that. And I'm not gonna make this video too long, but I just want to say, if this kind of like resonated with you, or you can relate to being in a survival mindset and moving to somewhere where you had to kind of relearn how to thrive and how to build a new life for yourself that is not based in surviving each and every single day, please leave a comment below. Definitely follow me, subscribe if you relate to that. If you want, and if you like more videos like this and you're one of my followers, I love you guys. Definitely let me know what you guys want to see. I think I'm going to start making more videos like this, kind of sit down, talk, and just, share with you guys what I've been thinking, what I've been going through, and just be a little more transparent, because that's my goal and that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm not going to be too long. Thank you guys for watching if you got to this point. I love y'all, and peace.